War Drum Bat Rips, the sounds of war.
Welcome to War Drum Bat Rips. Say hi, Duncan. Alright, don't say hi.
Hello.
Yes, excellent. We are bringing you today a 1250 point battle of Tempest of War. We've got some big boys and some other big boys. And some tiny little boys. But
It promises to be quite the slap fest.
oh yeah. Knights versus Nids, as you can tell by the title. Should be a laugh. You're bringing 3 Custoras class?
3 of the middle-sized knights.
Yeah,
I haven't painted any of my small ones yet.
I've brought some big bugs to try and combat the knights, so that should be a good giggle. As I said, Tempest of War is always fun, brings out the best in both of us, so we'll see where it goes with that. While you're here, go down below, check out our links. We've got our sponsors, we've got our affiliates, and we've got our Patreon. As I said before, our Patreon helps us out in so many ways. It helps us fund new armies, it helps us fund new scenery, it helps us get paint. It keeps this channel running, and if you guys would take a chance to go and have a little click on it and have a think about it, it's only £2 a month, and it helps us out vastly. But yeah, with no further ado, we shall get to the lists, and we shall get to shooting things.
There will be precious little shooting. It'll just be whacking each other in the face until someone concedes.
I've got shooting. So here we have 1250 points of High Fleet Leviathan, because, yeah, synapse. For today's boss man, we have a Winged Hive Tyrant with Bone Sword and Lash Whip. We've got a squad of Tyranid warriors with Death Spitter, Bone Sword and Lash Whip. In the fast attack, we've got a Demi-Karen. We've got a Horospex, a Scythe Tyranids, and a Tyrannofex with Rupture Cannon. And that is our 1250 points of High Fleet Leviathan.
And here we have got 1,240 points of Imperial Knights. Quests are Imperialist House Hawkshroud this time around to give them some extra staying power. Should point out, pretty much all of their weapons are wrong, because I didn't have enough melee weapons to do what I wanted to. This one should be a thermal cannon, because this fella's an errant over here. These two are meant to be gallants, so they're both supposed to have no guns whatsoever. So, 2 lads beating the hell out of everyone else, and 1 guy with a large melta-gun. Other than that, errant here's my warlord with some blessed by the sacrosanct and armor of the sainted lion. Oaths are protect those in need and refuse no challenge. Other than that, I'm sure it'll just come up in play.
For today's mission, we have the deployment zone. Oh, it's Hammer and Anvil.
Ooh.
And we have Vital Grounds. Control the objective in their own deployment, it's 3 points. When No Man's Land is 4 points. And if they control the one in the opponent's deployment zone, it's 5 points. And every battle round, you get a victory point for each unit that was destroyed, to a maximum of 3 victory points per battle round. That's not going to happen, you've only got 3 units. And supply lines. In this mission, players only receive the Battleforge CP at the start of the command phase if they control the objective marker in their own deployment zone.
Oh, that's going to be a pain.
Well, there we go. That's today's mission pack. We'll see you for the deployment. So here we have today's battlefields. We've got our objective markers down already. Got a couple over there. Got one down in there. We've got another one here and another one there. The Hammer Anvil deployment should be an interesting battle. There's not much of line of sight blocking terrain, but hey, it is what it is.
There's not much shooting.
There isn't much shooting. Yeah, so the game mat from gamemat.eu is one of our sponsors down below, so go check them out. You get a 10% discount if you use our code. time for the all-important part, the roll-off. I will be using a red dice, Duncan will be using a yellow dice, and we'll see where the chips may lay. You are first,
I
sir.
think that's the first roll-off I've ever won on this channel.
Well, congratulations, you've won a roll-off. So here is the deployment of the Tyrands. I should mention, which I forgot to in the list, is this has got hardened biology, so it's got a better +1 to its save. The Tyrannifex has a 4-up invul from dermic symbiosis, and I've synaptically enhanced the Demicheron to have a synapse, so in Leviathan it'll only be getting wounded in a 4. So that's the deployment for the Tyrannids.
So this is the Knight's deployment here. I don't have much to say for Bondsman because I don't have any armatures, but anything I do need to go over is this guy's got the Armour of the Sainted Lion and Blessed by the Sacrosanct, so 2+ armor save and mortal wounding on wound rolls to 6s in shooting. Probably could have gone for something better, but here's what I've got. As for my oaths, protect those in need means that all of these guys can heroically intervene, and whenever they do so I get some more honour. Go through that as it comes up, and refuse no challenge if I believe that one's, yeah, if I kill 2 or more enemy units in melee I get more points.
And that's it for the next deployment.
So, cards for turn 1. First of all, we have got Assassination. Do you have any character units at all?
I have a Winged Hive Tyrant, that's a character.
Just the one? Alright, fine, sure. Investigate. No. No. Bring it down. I like that one.
That would be my Demicheron. I think that's my biggest wounded unit.
Fair enough.
CP already?
Spending a CP to ditch that one.
Okay, CP gone already.
Tempting target.
The one over there.
Yeah, that's fair.
That one there.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. Okay. Mixed bag, but that's what it is.
We'll be back after turn 1 command phase and movement.
So, no command phase, obviously, because we don't have any armatures to use or abilities on. But other than that, Knights have moved forward. This fellow here advanced to get a wee bit closer. He's out of range of anything anyway. So, the only thing I can feasibly do in the shooting phase is the thermal cannon and the guy in the back into this lovely fellow here.
This lovely fellow.
Is he not in range of that guy?
No, he's not in range of that.
Damn. Fair enough then. That lovely fellow there.
That's the one you want to kill anyway for...
I suppose so.
Down.
Yeah, I suppose so. So, thermal cannon for 2d3 shots. 4.
Not bad, not bad.
4 shots looking for 3s.
Ooh. That's all misses.
I'll CP that one.
Okay.
I want at least 1 shot off, come on. Wow!
Yes!
Come on! First time I've played Knights in ages and this is what they do to me.
Ah, well.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, that was an eventful turn 1.
Yes, turn 1 is over. Yeah, for those of you who skip forward, these knights don't have ranged weapons. These are combat knights. The 2 at the front.
They've got melter guns.
They've got melter guns, but they're not in range. And the chap at the back shot his shot and didn't do it. We'll check the cards in a minute, and then we'll be back.
Is there any reason to check the cards?
We'll check them anyway, and then we will do back for Tyrannids turn 2. Cursory check of the cards.
That's a grand total of no.
No. Are you ditching them all?
What do you expect me to do?
Fair.
I have no obsec on field.
Fair. Well, we'll be back for Tyrannids turn 1. Cards for Tyrannids turn 1. We got extend battle lines. That's control 1 in my deployment zone and 1 in my no man's land. I can do that.
Do that very easily.
Raise the banner. I could probably do that, maybe.
You've still got your warriors in the back.
Yeah. And then I've got deploy teleport homer. Won't be able to do that. I might just send a CP and ditch that just now because I'm not doing raise the banner and deploy teleport homer. Storm hostile objective. Yeah, I could probably do that one. You're on 1 already.
I hold 3,
so
actually.
you can hold 3. There's 1 there that I could probably get to this turn. Yeah, so those cards are doable. So we're back after my turn 1 command phase and movement. To recap my turn 1 movement, my Tyrannifex has stayed still because it doesn't need to move, it has range on everything. My Demi-Karen has moved up. You may notice I took the barrier down. He is technically standing on the barrier, but because of his Leaper Killer he doesn't really care. He's within range of charging and doing some shenanigans over there. On this side of the field, we advanced the Scythe Tyranid up. He got a 6 on the advance roll, so he moved 18 inches. He's really relying on the Hive Tyrant getting onslaught off on him so he can ignore all of the penalties for advancing. And the Horospex has moved up, putting him within the 7-inch charge range as well. And we'll be back with my Psychic phase, which proved to be quite important. Hopefully.
Should mention here that we accidentally cast Will of the Hive Mind onto the Horospex. Sadly we can't do that because he's not core. But it won't be a problem going forward, you'll see why.
So, start of the Psychic phase. I should mention as well, the Hive Tyrant during the command phase gave the Horospex rerolls of 1 due to its Will of the Hive Mind ability. So we are going to cast Onslaught onto the Scythe Tyranid, needing a 6 to go off, allowing it to ignore all its movement shenanigans. It is a 6, it goes off, it can ignore absolutely everything that happened to it because it advanced, so it can fire and charge as normal. And other than that, we will do Smite into the big chappy.
Cast 2?
Yes, it's a Hive Tyrant set. It is a 7, so it goes off, so you take D3 mortals. Or, well, yeah, so 1.
1.
Would have been nice to be 3, but no. Yeah, cool. And thus endeth the Psychic phase. We shall be back for shooting and shenanigans. Starting the shooting phase with the Tyrannifex shooting its Rupture Cannon at that Gallant there. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. We get 2 of them. I think I CP that. I think I do. Yeah, we get 3 through. And do we wound on 3s as well? We get 2 through on the wounds. So those are -4, so they're on your 5-up invulns.
Yes. 4, 1 off.
1 off, so this is D6 plus 4. So it's 6 damage.
6 damage onto that fellow there, right?
That chap there, yes.
Of course.
Excelente. He takes 6. And yeah, we'll be back for some more shooting in a second. Continuing the shooting phase over here with the Scythe Tyranid, because it used Onslaught, it can fire at will. 3d6 automatics for quite a substantial amount.
Yes, that's
12, 13? No, 14? Yeah, 14. Yeah, 11 and 3.
Yeah.
14. We'll roll those up and get back to you in a second. Roll those off camera. We got 2 damage through with it. Wasn't what we were relying on, but it was a bit of extra damage anyway. The Horospex will now tongue because it's close enough to tongue him. So he will use his tonguing attack. Just 1 attack, hitting on a 3. It fails to hit, and we've already used our CP. It's reroll 1s from the Will of the Hive Mind. It hits. This is we wounding on a 5. It does not wound, so that is fine.
If you were going to wound me with that tongue of yours, I would probably flip the table.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you with my tongue.
I don't mind dying, it's the tongue. Why is it the tongue?
It's always the tongue. It's what gets you. Anyway, we will be back for the charge phase. Start of the charge phase. Just going to run the Demi-Karen into the Gallant. Would you like to overwatch on that one?
1 meltagun. He's got. I don't think there's much point.
That's fair. Needing 4 inches. I could still fail. I don't fail. I almost fail, but I don't fail. The Demi-Karen is in. Get as close to base as we can. Over here, we have the Scythe Tyranid. We measured up earlier. He also needs a 4. He gets a 5. He is in. The Scythe Tyranid needs a 7. He does not get it. I think we re-roll that one. He gets it on a 9. And then the Hive Tyrant needs about the same. He gets it on a 10. So everybody's in. We'll be back for combat in a second. At the start of the combat phase, Duncan is using Martial Prowess.
Martial Prowess, yes, for
to
2 CP.
increase this chap's save
To a 2+.
to a 2+. And we shall get on with the combat. The Demi-Karen has 6 attacks. and then a 7th with its scything tail. So the monster is scything sickle talons. These are hitting on 3s. For 3 of. These are wounding on 3s also because it is, well, 4s, that's strength 8.
Sure, go ahead.
For 2 of. Do I want a CP one? I do want a CP one. No, it's still just 2.
Sure.
-3.
-3 to 5 up. For 1 of.
Cool. D3 plus 3 for 5.
5.
And the scything tail fails to hit.
Okay, so I am planning to break the chain on here, plus another few shenanigans. For another CP, I would like to use Crushed. So if you will roll off with me for a moment.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, wait, is that... No, when that, just before any the saving throw step, so...
Okay.
For now, we just get straight to the attacks. I'm piling everything I've got with his Thunder Strike into your Hive Tyrant.
That's fair.
With the strike profile, so just 5 attacks.
5 attacks.
Looking for 2s. For all of.
Yep.
Strength is 16.
Yep, you're wounded on 2s.
2s. Do I want to CP that one? Might as well at this point.
It's still on. You shouldn't have CP.
Right. Would you please roll off with me before we get to the saves?
Okay.
I add 1 to my roll because my strength is higher than yours. So we even, so we do it again.
Okay.
Fair enough. You cannot make indolent saves against these attacks.
Okie doke.
So 4 at AP -3.
For AP -3, I have a 3-up save, so these are on 6s. I save none.
So that's 8 damage apiece.
Yeah, it's dead.
Wonderful!
Does he death throw? He does not death throw.
Fantastic. In that case, he's a monster, yes?
Yes.
In which case, final CP expenditure for Hurled Wreckage.
It may have not death throwed. However, I will pay 2 CP and have it death frenzy.
Which
So
is
it can,
a whole lot better.
which is a whole lot better. So it will get to do all of its attacks as if it were still alive and at full wound capacity. So yes, are you ready?
No! Let's do it anyway.
It'll be fun! They always say it'll be fun. So it's 5 attacks.
Let's go.
These are hitting on 2s.
Proceed.
For all of them. These are wounding at 3s because it's strength 10. I fail 1. These are -4.
-4, no save.
3 damage apiece.
So 4 for 12.
Yep.
So takes him down 11, 13.
It's 13 wounds remaining. And now the Hive Tyrant can go. I'm back for the rest of my attacks in a second.
9 wounds remaining rather than 13.
9 wounds. We forgot they had taken some wounds earlier. It's all good. So now we're going to go with the Scythe Tyranid because the horror specs can go last. The Scythe Tyranid has 6 attacks also. He will be using his Scything Talons. So these are hitting on 3s. I fail 3 of them. These will be wounding on 3s also because it's strength 10. So 2 of going through. These are -3.
-3, 6-up saves. 4 none of.
That is D3 plus 3. So that is 9.
D3 plus
Oh,
3.
D3 plus 3. That's 8.
He's on 1.
Math brain. Back in a second for the other one. Continuing my combat phase with my horror specs, I am going to pummel the 5 attacks into it using the shoveling claws.
I am going to cry.
I'll hope so. I missed 2. I do get real 1s because of the Hive Tyrant. It's still a miss. And these are wounded on 3s because of strength 14 to toughness 8 for 2 at -3.
2 at -3, 6-ups. Now,
dies to the minimum, but let's see how much damage because that is 10 damage.
10 damage. Wonderful.
Doth he explode?
Spending 2 CP to make it so.
Fair.
Not going to roll for range, because even at max range it still just hits those 2.
Yep. D6 is it?
D6, yes.
Excellent.
This fellow. 5.
Excellent.
This fellow. 6.
Excellent. And thus endeth my... Well, now that's ended my combat over. There is combat over here from this knighty.
Right, and for my final fight, because you've gone with all of yours, I'm going to go with this gallant chainsword sweep profile, see if I can't poke through his invuln a bit. So, 3 hit rolls per attack, so 15 attacks. Looking for 2s. For 13. Because of your synapse, this is on 4s.
Yep.
Ooh. 8 of. Cool. Minus 2, minus 3.
Minus 3. 5 ups. This is my invul. I save 1.
So 2 damage for the rest. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14?
14, yeah.
14.
14 damage.
That worked.
Yes, it did. And thus endeth the combat.
Wonderful. No battle shock.
Indeed.
Morale, even.
So I do score Raise the Banner. We didn't talk about it on camera, but we did talk about it off camera. My Tyranid warriors over there in the back corner did raise the banner on their thingy. We also have realised that I did do extend battle lines. I thought I'd failed, but I forgot there was an objective over here, which I did storm when I killed that knight. So I do control that. So I get extend battle lines, and because of that I also get storm hostile objective. So I score all my cards, getting 15 points, which is pretty handy.
Pretty nifty, I would say.
Pretty nifty. So I got full sweep next time, and we'll be back for Knights turn 2. So at the start of Knight's turn 2, Vital Ground, Duncan scores 7 victory points. He also picked up the cheeky wee victory point for popping one of my guys.
Oh, wonderful.
So I did that as well because I popped one of his knights. So we are lying at this current juncture at 16 to 8. So we'll get to Duncan's cards.
Cool. So first one, we have got overwhelming firepower. I barely have any firepower, but I suppose...
It's not impossible, it's 2 things. You could do it over 2 turns.
Yeah. Or get lucky with a melter gun.
Yep.
Extend back. No.
Well, technically you're already doing that if you keep that knight alive.
Yeah, I suppose, but he probably won't last to the end of melee, but I suppose we'll try. Battlefield Supremacy.
That's...
Right, that's literally impossible.
Yeah, so it is achievable.
It's achievable, yes, just... Yeah, I'll keep it, why not?
Okay, doke. Right,
Sure,
well,
I quite like that.
that's the cards. We'll be back after Knight's turn 2 movement.
So, that is movement. Just shifted him back, making your charge a wee bit harder, staying on the objective. At this point, I don't really care about my honor points, because they're not going to give me any real bonuses anymore. So...
We'll be back at the start of the shooting phase.
Let's go for shooting. Right, shooting wise, the only melter gun that can hits this one into there. I'll start with that, I might as well. So on 3s for getting it.
Sure.
Toughness 8.
7.
7. Ooh. Well, it's still only 4s because synapse. There we go. Minus 4.
5 up invul. 6.
Fair enough.
Cool.
And next thermal cannon, I'm going to pop it into this little fella here because he's got less wounds remaining.
Fair. Fair.
For 2d3 shots. For a nice 5.
5. Yeah.
Then hitting on 3s. 4, 4.
Yeah.
That's decidedly better than last time.
Indeed, indeed. He is toughness 8.
Toughness 8, so on 3s. 4, 3.
Cool.
All at minus 4.
Excellent. He does have a thingy-majiggy. He has a 3-up save, so these will be on 6s.
Cool.
He saves 1.
Saves 1. So 2d6 plus 4. For 9.
9. Cool. He's alive on 1.
Damn! So close!
So endeth the shooting phase.
Eventful. So, start of fight phase, nothing really to activate, so I am going to go over there. I do have a stratagem to use, 1 CP for chain sweep. I can't reroll any of my hit rolls to attack, but I get to make 5 additional attacks.
Fair enough.
Only with the sweep profile.
Sweepity sweeps.
So,
20 attacks.
20 attacks, looking for 2s.
Excellent. That's a lot of ones.
Yes. Just the 5, so those 5 attacks are now gone.
Excellent.
Then, because of your synapsy thing, on 4s.
Yes. Let's hope for a lot of 3s.
Knowing my luck, probably. 4, 5, you are a 3, sir. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 at -3.
8 at -3. So 5 ups. How much are these each?
2.
2. I have to pass them all. I can fail 1. No, I failed. He's dead.
Fair enough.
Death
throws?
Death throw. He does not death throw.
Shame.
This is a shame. Anywho. Thus endeth the fight phase and your turn.
I believe so, yes.
Excellent.
End of turn, I get these 2, I believe.
Yes.
No overwhelming firepower because we didn't kill anything in shooting. But, yeah, got 1 in deployment zone, 1 in no man's land, so back up there, you 2.
Yep.
Battlefield supremacy, I only have 2 or more units, so I only get the 2 VP from that, so
Yep.
kind of. So,
Yep.
ditching this one, end of
Okay.
turn,
End of turn.
because we don't have enough shooting to justify it.
Right. We'll be back for Tyranid's turn 2. So for my vital ground, I score 3 for my own objective, 4 for a no man's land objective, and that's that. Taking me up to 23 victory points. I'll reveal my cards for this turn. Area Denial. If I am wholly within the centre of the battlefield and no one's within 9, probably not going to happen. Behind enemy lines, hope so. And assassination if I kill the character. Well, that's fair enough.
That's fair.
That is that chap there. So it's probably going to be hard to do, but we'll see what we can do. We'll be back after my move, because I don't have a command phase, because my commander's dead. End of my movement phase, and I have moved my Tyrannifex up to go and engage this chap. I moved my Horror Specs back, and my Scythe Tyranid has moved forward to go and engage the big man at the back there. There's not a lot left on the field, but I'm going to try and do what I can with what I've got. I'll be back for my shooting.
Go.
Start of the shooting phase, I'm going to use Relentless Fury for 1 CP onto my Tyrannifex, leaving me with about 6 CP to remaining, because I did get my 1 back at the start, because I do have my home field objective. So yeah, I'm going to use that. So 6s score extra hits, so we're going to fire the Rupture Cannon, needing 3s to hit. Getting 2, I will CP that 1, because I want to kill that thing. So 3 hits.
3 hits.
Wounding on 3s also, because it's strength 14. For 2 at minus lots.
4 up. 4 up.
It's 5 up invul.
4, 1 off.
1 of. D3 plus 3 for 6 damage.
A lot of D3 plus 3, sir.
Indeed. And then I have other things from my Tyrannifex as well. It has its Stinger Salvo. It's not a great weapon, but it's extra hits. So, and 60 still go off. So, I misspoke. It was not D3 plus 3. It was D6 plus 4.
Because that's a whole lot better.
That is a whole lot better. That was 9 damage, leaving him on 4 instead of what I'd said before. I forget it was a Rupture Cannon. Yeah, so I've got my Stinger Assault now. These are on 3s as well. 6s do explode. No 6s, but we do get 5 hits through. These will be wounding on 5s, because it's strength 5 to toughness 8. For 2 more at minus 1.
Full force.
That's a drop of dice, and you know it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. 2 fails.
2 damage. Not each, just 2 damage in total.
Oh,
Leaving him on 2.
You'll survive yet, my boy.
He will indeed. I shall back for some more shooting in a minute. So with my final bit of the shooting phase, I'm going to have my Scythe Tyranid, who is in range, fire its bioacid spray at the Gallant and try and get rid of it. I was going to try and fire at the character, but I need that one to die as well. So yeah, I am going to drop 3d6 for 12. 12 auto hits. They are only strength 6, but still, it's not too bad. Yeah. 5s for 3 of it, -2.
Yeah, -2. I failed 2 of these, he's dead. I failed 2 of them.
He is dead.
Explosion. Nope.
He does not explode on a 4.
Damn.
Goodbye, Nighty. We'll be back for the charge phase. Going into my charge phase, I am going to charge the Scythe Tyranid. Duncan is going to Overwatch because of Overwatchy things. So, spending a CP to try and melt my face.
Sure, start off with the melta-gun, because if you're in charge range, I'm in melta range.
Yep.
Nope.
That's a 1, so not so much.
Number of shots with thermal cannon for
4.
4. A lot of 4s.
Yes.
No.
Not so much.
Weather trap.
It was indeed.
That's use.
I need an 8 here. I get 7. I'm going to CP it. It's a risk, but I'm going to CP it. That was out of the box. Doesn't count. So this needs to be a 5 or 6. It is not. I fail the charge. That is unfortunate. Thus endeth my turn. I'll check my cards in a minute. So, with my cards, I do get area now because the Horseback's just in range of the medal, and I did get rid of that knight that was in the way. Thankfully, I didn't charge, or I wouldn't have scored that. I do not get behind enemy lines, and I do not get assassination. I will keep a hold of assassination just in case, but I will ditch behind enemy lines. So I get 2 new cards in my next turn, if I get there. And we'll be back for Knights, turn 3. So in Knight's turn 3, for Vital Ground, Duncan scores 3 for having his big man on an objective, and that is all. It's very much down to what he gets in his cards.
Pray it be good.
Raise banner.
Ah. Well, alright then. Yeah, I have no OBSEC or no infantry, so I'll have to discard this one.
Yeah.
This doesn't cost a CP. Let's try that again. That one's upside down.
No retreat, no surrender. It means you can't move off that.
Fine, I wasn't planning to.
Cool.
Blood and Guts. I actually quite like that one.
You have to kill 2 units in combat.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
And secure. No.
No, that's not happening. If you have only 1 unit remaining, you have to get onto 1 objective marker in no man's land, but again, that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. I could spend my CP and try. Yeah, I'll spend my CP and try.
Okie doke. Defense stronghold. You're already doing that. That is
that.
1 your objective. Cool.
Collect those cards.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad spread. We'll be back after movement, or probably just back for the shooting phase because he's not going to move.
Yeah. No. Right, for shooting phase, start off with Melta-Gun, same target as before. Yeah. Looking for a 3. Got it. Toughness on that's 8.
On the Horseback?
Yes.
Not the Scythe Tyranid. Yes, it is.
Okay, so looking for 4s. You got it.
Cool, that's -4, yeah?
-4.
Cool, he's got a +1 for hardened biology, so he's on a 6 up.
Of course.
He does not get it.
Cool, that's not within 6-inch range, is it?
No.
Okay, so just d6 damage. For full 6.
Nice, cool. He has 6 wounds remaining, because you've dealt 6 to him twice.
Grand.
Yes.
And then the thermal cannon, I set this off camera, but just for the sake of the camera, I was putting it into this guy at the back, see if I can't finish him off before he scores you any more points.
Indeedly diddly dandy.
So, 2d3 shots for another 4.
4 again. As if that was an average dice roll.
Who could have thought? Look for 3s. For all
All
4.
of them.
Looking for 3s again.
Yep.
For 2 of.
2 of.
-3.
Yes, -3.
Strange melt gun is more AP than that.
It is a bit strange. So 5 up saves. I saved neither.
Cool.
He's dead. He has 1 wound.
That's a lot of damage.
he has 1 left. He's dead. Cool.
Should I take him off for you?
Yes, take him off for me. So yes. Are you charging? I wouldn't assume so.
I'm
not going to
staying put.
Fair enough. Thus endeth night turn 3.
Cards wise, I don't get Blood and Guts, but I'll keep it because I like hitting things in melee. And I'm starting to score these 2, but given that they end of my opponent's next turn, I'll keep them around, wait for them to go off.
Yeah. It's a fairly sound board. I just have to kill you, basically.
We'll see.
We'll see how it goes. At the start of Tyranid's turn 3 for Vital Ground, I score 3. I got an extra point last turn for popping that night as well. I forgot about it. Taking me to 29 victory points to Duncan's 19. So we'll see how this turn goes, and we'll be back after my movement. Cards this turn, I have Assassination left over. I have No Treat, No Surrender. And I have Defend Stronghold. Those worked out really well for me. Because I only have 1 unit in range. And only 1 unit that can suffer from morale, and only no units that can fall back. So, No Treat, No Surrender is fine. Defending Stronghold is fine. I'll score both of those at the end of your next turn.
Yep.
An Assassination, I could try and do this turn. We'll see what happens. We'll be back after my movement. So at the end of my movement, I have kept my Tyran effect still. The Scythe Tyranid, even though he is wounded, still has 5-inch movement. It gets him within 3 inches of the knight. And we're just going to go for it, hammer and tong. We shall be back for my shooting phase. Yes, so in the shooting phase, I'm going to do Relentless Flurry again.
And I shall rotate Ion Shields.
There will be a rotating of Ion Shields, so there will be extra on the invul saves. So these are hitting on 3s. 6s will explode. No explodings, but 3 hits. These will also be wounding on 3s. For none of them. That is unfortunate. I will CP one of them, however. Not actually in the box. I do get 1.
Better than the Thermal Spear then.
Yes, a little bit. So yes.
So 4 up invul.
Just the 1. Yes, a 4 up invul, sir.
We fail it.
You fail it.
CPing that one.
Okay.
There we go.
You get it. Excellent. Cost you a CP.
Cost me
But
3
it
CP.
cost you 3 CP. Excellent. We will do the bioacid spray now from the chappie over there. 3d6 auto hits. Not that many, just 8. I mean, it's still quite a few, but
It's a fair bunch.
you know, it's not what I wanted. On 5s,
That's better.
yes, that's better. That's 4 at -2.
4 at -2. 4 up.
I'll take it at 3. Just the 3 damage.
It's a shame.
Yes, it is a bit. Yes. We will be back for charge phase. Charge is over there. There is an Overwatch coming.
The last CP being spent on the last bloody chance.
Yeah.
So, looking for a melter-gun. We get the
Get to
melter-gun.
Meltagun.
On 3s.
Yes, I believe so, yes. So
Or just
toughness 8, 4s.
8 4s. We get the 4.
You get the 4.
-4.
-4. I have hardened biology, so I improve my save by 1, so I get 6 up. Do not get the 6 up.
Fair enough. For 5 damage.
He's alive on 1.
Every time!
You've still got your thermal spear to go.
Yeah, I know, but
Chances of rolling a 6 here are quite high.
it's every time.
It is every time.
Right.
My apologies.
Number of shots. Just the 3 this time.
Just the 3 this time, yeah.
6s.
No 6s.
Just alive on 1.
Yes, and I need a 3-inch charge.
Especially target.
I get a 7-inch charge.
I will shift him.
Yes, I mean I'm going to die in combat anyway.
Yeah, but you might kill me first.
But we will be back for combat. Combat will commence. The Scythe Tyranid will put his 6 attacks in. He is wounded heavily. He's 1 wound left. He only has 6 attacks, but they're only hitting on 5s. So we've got 6 attacks hitting on 5s. We could do with a lot here. We get 1.
Alright then.
We get 1. I believe that's a wound. Yeah, it's strength 10.
Strength 10's a wound.
-3.
-3 takes him to a 5 up save because he has a 2+
Yep.
save with his relic. He fails.
Excellent. D3 plus 3 for this one. So that is 5.
It's 5.
And then you shall smack me back.
16, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, I shall smack you back. Sweet profile. Because it's awfully consistent.
It is. And you only need to do 1 damage, so.
Let's go.
15 attacks coming in. Leading 2s or 3s? 3s?
3s, he's not a gallant.
He's not a gallant, no.
Didn't actually get any 2s. Huh.
Handy.
So, this many. Looking for.
It's toughness 8, so I assume they're
4s.
4s.
4. 4.
4 of them.
-3.
-3 plus 1, so he's on 5s. Come on, the 4 5s. No. Not so much. Can we get a 6 for the death throws? No, we cannot. And thus endeth my turn. We'll check my cards in a second. I didn't get assassination. I've started doing both of these. That'll be the end of my next turn. I'm pretty sure from where Duncan is, he's not going to be able to get to me within a turn. But we'll see what happens.
I might do. I've scored mine now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll be back for Knight's turn 4. So for, turn 4. Turn 4. Knight's turn 4. We've got Vital Ground. Duncan scores 3, putting him up to 33, taking him above me, which I'm on 32.
I'm not high because in this
scored-
turn I score these 2 cards.
Yep.
So I'll take them out to me.
So he's 1 on Blood and Guts so far.
One of Blood and Guts. I don't think I'll get the other ones, but I'll check.
You never
those
know.
First, this one, grind
Bring
them
them
down. Ooh.
Kill more than I kill.
So kill 1 and survive.
Well, it's not worth wasting your last CP on getting rid of it.
Yeah, fair point. And
Yeah, those cards don't like you, buddy.
you want one that I can score.
But then you get no CP for any shenanigans or shenanigans.
Most of my shenanigans are 2 CP.
Fair enough. But not a single reroll on any shots or anything like that. For your turn and my turn. You can do it if you want, but... Okay, no CPs.
I'm gonna trust the dice on this one because the cards don't like me.
Area denial. You have to
Good.
get to the centre of the battlefield and not have me in range of the centre.
Good God. Fine. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill.
Sure.
Kill. Right.
Right,
Yeah.
yes, no,
We'll be
fine,
back
fine.
after movement.
Yes. Fine. Right. So, given the current situation, I'm probably just gonna duke it out with a sniper match. So I'm gonna pop thermal cannon into your sniping boy, and hope it goes well.
Yep. Oh, 3s.
2d3 shots.
2d3 shots.
4
4
again.
again, yeah. These are on 3s.
These are on 3s. 4 on 3 off. Then on 3s. 4 2 off.
2 off.
-3.
4 up invul on the Tyran effects because I gave it Dermic Symbiosis. I save 1, 1 goes through.
So if 1 goes through, I believe it's d6 plus 2 base. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Do you-
Oh
do
no,
you-
it's -4. Cool. 4 5.
5. Cool. I like that.
I don't.
And thus endeth your shooting phase and your turn.
Yes.
Excellent. We'll be back for Nid's turn 4.
I'll just take these away then.
Fair. Ditching all the cards and I hope that turn 5 is friendlier to you than that turn has been.
Yeah. It's
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
sure, let's hope.
Cool. We'll be back for Tyranid's turn 4. So at the start of my turn for Vital Ground, I get my 3 points from my backfield objective. My cards, I score no surrender, taking me to 42 to Duncan's 33. Assassination, I'm going to keep a hold of. I'm just going to draw new cards because if I kill him, that's an instant 5 points. Grind him down, kill more than Duncan, and overwhelming firepower. I can't actually kill 2 units, but I'm going to keep it anyway because
You like your CP?
I like my CP, and I've only got 5 of them. So we'll see what happens in the shooting phase. At the start of my shooting phase, I'm just going to pop my 3 shots into the big 90 over there, hitting on 3s. I've got a 1, I'm going to CP it. That's 3 hits. And also wounding on 3s for 1.
For 1. 5
Yep.
up goal. Nope.
No. D6 plus 4 for 5. Not ideal. Thus ends my turn 4. Yeah, that was eventful. Yeah, cool.
No cards for you either.
I don't think I'll check my cards in a second, but I don't think so. I didn't do any of them, so I'm going to ditch these 2. I'm going to keep Assassination because again it's an easy 5 victory points. We'll see what we get on my turn 5. We will be back for Tyranid's turn 5.
Not Tyrannids.
Not Tyranid's. Well, we just skipped the knights. It's fine.
Hey!
We'll be back for Knight's turn 5. Knight's turn 5. We've got 3 victory points for holding his own deployment zone 1. So that puts you up to 36 to my 45. The cards need to be favourable for you here.
Please. I think so.
If there are no enemy units within range of
Yeah.
your deployment zone, yeah, you can do that one. Yeah,
I don't think I can't do that one because you can't.
that's very true. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Then no.
Nope. And no prisoners. You can't do. Yeah, I mean you can get wounds. I think.
Is it?
I think it's wounds.
Oh yeah, equal to the wound
Yeah,
characteristic.
so you could technically score that.
5 wise, I am Hawkshroud, so the number of wounds he has remaining doesn't really matter. He's still on full brackets.
Yep. So he's just going to shoot his shots.
Just gonna try and plink that guy off table. Number of shots for 3.
this time. Yeah.
Lord. Looking for 3s. For 2 of.
2 of.
Hey, get back here. Looking for 3s again. Oh!
Get both of them.
1 mortal wound. Finally.
Way.
It finally goes off.
4 up invulns. I make one, I fail one. I'm going to CP that one. I make both. I take
Just
one.
1 mortal wound.
Excellent.
That was cruel, sir.
I'm sorry. Thus ends your turn 5.
That's the end of my turn 5.
Excellent. We'll be back for the cards in a second.
So, end of turn. This one goes on till next turn. These ones don't matter. So,
Yeah.
staying on my number of points.
Yep. So over to me now.
Over to you.
In Ned's turn 5, I get 3 for having my backfield objective again. So that puts me to 48. I'll check my cards. Hold the line. That I will score at the end of my opponent's next turn, which there won't be one or at the end of the battle, so that will happen first. Blood and Guts. That's not going to happen, but I'm going to keep it because I'm already fairly whacked the points ahead, and Duncan's not going to score that many more. So we'll see where it goes. Right, so my shooting phase, just straight to it. I didn't move, we're just doing a sniper battle. I mean, I could move forward and try and charge, but there's really no point. It's the last turn. I'm going to shoot my shots. I don't have enough CP left to be bothered with a Relentless Fury, so I've only got 2, I believe. They all hit. Didn't take any 6s anyway, so Relentless Flurry wouldn't have made a difference. We are going to wound on 3s. That's all of them.
Cool.
-4.
5 up in roll.
Yep.
Come on.
Just the 1
CP. Just
for the 2. That's annoying. Number of wounds 7.
7. He's alive, boys. He's alive.
He is alive. And thus ends the game.
Woo!
Whoop whoop. Cards at the end of the game. I don't score that because no. I didn't get Assassination, but I did get Hold the Line. Taking me to 53 to Duncan's 36. Okay, dokie. Well, yeah.
Well, that lasted longer than it needed to.
That lasted longer than any of us wanted it to. And anyone needed it to. Yeah. Apparently you guys just don't want to die. And my guy just doesn't want to. Like, the time he did roll, you roll your invuls. Who knew? Yeah. It was fun.
It was stupid. It was
I
brilliant.
still think knights are not great.
Especially if you don't bring armatures, they're too slow.
Yeah, big knights used to be so much more fun. They used to like come on the field and go, no, everybody not having fun, we're going to kill you all, and it was good. You know,
They're probably good at that if you actually give them guns.
I mean, yeah, at this points level they're not great, but we wanted to see what we could do at 1250 points because it's a fun little thingy. It doesn't usually take that long, Duncan.
Sorry.
They just don't want to die.
I'm going to turn away from you.
You know I don't mean it. Sorry, this is as much my fault as it was yours. Yeah, but combat was vicious. Combat was fun. Lots of things got mangled. It was a good old entertaining slobber knocker.
I forgot how brutal Thunderstrike gauntlets are.
Oh, they're nasty.
Base damage
they're
8.
nasty. But even the sweeps are pretty good. Like,
yeah.
I like the sweeps. It's like, you know, one like couple of damage through. You know, it's fun.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was a good little battle. It was right back and forth. It was very close at the end. We managed to figure it out. Duncan actually got up to 41, was it?
41, yeah.
41 in the end.
Not close
So
enough to make it
my
close.
53. It was close enough though.
Relatively,
only
yeah.
10 points in it for as much of a swing there was in the game. You only having 3 units. You know, it was still fairly close.
To be fair, you didn't have many more. You had, what, 6?
Something like that, yeah.
I suppose that's double mine.
Yeah, but still, it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was enjoyable. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining us. If you do us all a favour and jump down to the links down below, check out our affiliates, our sponsors. You get some discounts on Wardroom Bat Reps. Go check out James at March of War because he's fantastic. He makes some really cool scenery. And go check out our Patreon. There's not much on it at the moment because we only have 4 subscribers. But if you guys go and feel that you would like to sponsor our channel, it would be super cool of you. It really helps us out. It lets us do this more often. It lets us get out more quality. It lets us get out more stuff, bring more armies in. You know,
Bigger models with weirder stuff.
Yeah, it makes for more fun for you guys to watch. So if you guys want to feel the need to sponsor us, that would be superb. But anyway, we will see you on the next one. Take care and stay safe.
Have a good one.
Wardrum Bat Reps. The Sounds of War.